So hey hello and what's happening guys, my name is Sagnik and today I am back with fun suspense, and today I am continuing the twin detective story written by Shagnik Pal part 3. In the previous video we saw that Ronnie's father was murdered, and his post-mortem report proved something that was very harmful for Ronnie. Now, Mr. Guho, the chief inspector to whom the boat was revealed, he was quite shocked to see the fact, but it is not revealed to us what the fact was. Now, the next day, when Ronnie goes to visit Nilesh Babu, his neighbor, Nilesh Babu acts very strangely. Nilesh Babu reads the paper upside down, decorates his room unusually, and even leaves the boy in his house alone and goes out for some important work. Now, as the boys are exploring the house, they find that their very precious boat has been stolen by Nilesh Babu and stored in a room. After that, the boys recognized the voices once. It was Nilesh Babu, the culprit. He was not alone. A very fearful looking man was also standing with him. The boys recognized this man also. He was the infamous smuggler Ganesh. Ganesh with Nilesh Babu? How is it possible? Suddenly Nilesh Babu roared, "So you got me, kids! Now let's see who gets you." He mumbled something to Ganesh. Ganesh instantly charged at the boys like a mad bull. He could not fight him. He was too strong. Ganesh dragged the two boys into the basement where he tied the boys to a pipe. But one thing Ganesh did not notice. The pipe which he tied the boys to was an old rusty pipe. They could easily break free, but it was not the right time. Nilesh Babu roared from the door, "Now you die inside! Come out, Ganesh!" As Ganesh and Nilesh Babu went out, Ronnie and Sammy did not waste just even a minute, broke the pipe and ran out. They came out to meet a pleasant surprise. Nilesh Babu and Ganesh were standing with their hands up in the air, and in front of them stood the chief inspector, Mr. Guho, and two constables with the gun pointing at the two. Mr. Guho said, "There you are, Ronnie and Sammy. I knew you both are here. Now let's go back to the police station and then we can hear the rest from you." Back at the police station, Nilesh Babu and Ganesh were locked up. Sammy and his mother were waiting eagerly for Ronnie to explain the matter. Ronnie started. "It all started when my father showed the boat to Nilesh Babu. Nilesh Babu was quite greedy about it, but he showed as if he was not at all interested in it. In fact, he was connected to the international smuggling by Ganesh. His target was to sell the boat at a very high price. The only obstruction between Nilesh Babu and the boat was my father, but removing my father was no easy task. So he devised a brilliant plan. But the plan had a flaw in it. Nilesh Babu had planned to inject just a few mLs of highly potent neurotoxic venom in my father's body and just leave a snake somewhere to prove his innocence. But his mistake was that he left the snake which had hemotoxic venom. Then the plan of the murder was clear to me, but I still did not suspect Nilesh Babu. When today I went to his house, I first suspected him by seeing that he was reading the paper upside down. I know that Nilesh Babu was reading the paper upside down. He was just holding it. In his mind, he was most probably thinking of selling the boat. But then we entered. Nilesh Babu left us in a house knowing that we would leave the house in a minute or two. But he did not expect us to explore the house. But when we found the boat, he along with Ganesh tried to capture us. And after that all you know. So ends the story of the twin detectives. But it was the very beginning of a long, long journey.